to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Secretary Treasurer Warner. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that would help, right? That would help, right? Yep. I'd ask Secretary Treasurer Warner to call the roll.
Scott Harwitz,
I'm here.
Ed Warner, present. Chip Marin.
Here.
Joe McLaughlin.
Here.
Mike Parsons.
Here.
Mr. President, we're all here.
Welcome to the audience that is on Zoom at this point in time. I did have a special request from a very well-respected past trustee, and I always make it my policy to pay attention to that. So I want to call on John Semlier at this point in time.
Thank you, John Semlier, 31 Pine Neck Avenue, Sag Harbor. I was a member of this board for 20 years, and I got to say it's emotional for me to be up here today. Did a lot of work with Ed over the years, and Scott and Chip, and I didn't want you guys to go out the door without having some words of appreciation and thanks. And I can't say enough about what this board has done over the years. Created the first pump-out boat program in New York State, which enabled the Peconic Bay to be designated as a no-discharge zone. Establishing wonderful relationships with the DEC, Bureau of Shell Fisheries, DPW, Suffolk County, getting dredge priorities over other towns, getting involved with Cornell, shellfish issues that were way ahead of everybody else. A myriad of projects with Dr. Gobler, Southampton, LIU, Stony Brook. I can't say enough about how productive the board's been. I worked with you guys, served with Billy Powell, did a lot of hard work with Billy Powell. As a bayman, I can't say that you guys couldn't have done more to try to promote our industry. There's a few of us hanging on in the town, in this, we sort of survived between the cracks of what's going on in Southampton town in recent years. And as far as the residents of this town respect this board tremendously. You're always there, you're so approachable, whether you're in the deli or in a line at a wake, you're always a trustee. Everybody is always looking to you for guidance and water-related issues and such. You afforded people the opportunity to have recreational oysters in front of their houses on the water, in Sag Harbor Cove, Tiana. There's a lot that goes on. We have the waters between Seatuck Cove all the way to the Sag Harbor Bridge. We have 90 freshwater ponds, and you guys have done a lot of hard work. And you put your heart into it. And speaking to Joe and Matt and Hannah and Sarah and Jim, I would hope that you would put your heart into it. It's not just something that you show up to once in a while. It needs to be near and dear to you because it's near and dear to the people. And it was 1686, predates the Declaration by 90 years. It's the longest continually elected body in the country. Got that? That's amazing. So anyway, I want to thank you, Ed, Scott, Chip, Joe, Matt, for serving, and you guys dedicated a lot of years. Ed, between you and your dad, like 46 years on the Board of Trustees. Scott, thank you so much for your managerial skills. You dealt with a lot of attorneys with the lawsuits, and you're always there. And Chip, thank you for managing Mecock so well, and your shellfish expertise, and knowing the lay of the land. So I would just urge the new board to don't hesitate to reach out to people like Timmy Froelich, to Willie Caldwell, to myself, to Ed, to Chip, because we probably know more about the lay of the waters in this town, physically and otherwise, than anybody any of us 50,000 that live here. So I just wish you guys well, and I'm there if you need me in any capacity, and you guys are the best.
Tough shoes to follow, but does anybody else at this point in time have something to say to the board? I see that Councilman, ex-trustee Pell would like to approach.
Just want to keep on following up with what John was saying. All the good things the trustee board has done and all the things we have in the pipeline for the next few years. What Scott and Ed and Joe and Matt and Chip, we all work together. We got to hopefully get a new rescue barge to replace the barge if we get the grant, what Scott and I worked up very hard on trying to get. And the most important thing we did was a tax line. And the tax line put the trustees at another level. We have a tax number. With that tax number, the trustees can get grants to fix the roads, which who knows if we own the roads or the trustee own the roads, some roads we do, the trustees, so I'm speaking as a trustee because I can't get at it for 14 years. My heart is with the trustees. And it's, I'm sad to see you guys go, but I know you're still going to be there. And just like I told my daughter, I says, you have to reach out with Jimmy, Matt, and Sarah. They'll reach out to these guys. I know that one guy over there was a youngster when I was a middle age. Now I'm an old guy, and he's the next trustee someday, maybe. Right, Timmy?
I don't have the people skills.
We don't. So I just wish you luck, and also congratulations on Scott on his new appointment for the county on the waterfront board, which I know you're going to be very good at. And, you guys are going to be missed. Thanks again for working with us, and the best of luck. Thank you.
Anybody else? Willie Caldwell?
No, I would like.
Oh, you, special counsel, sitting counsel Lombardo wants to speak, then Willie Caldwell.
This is going to be a tough one. I look at the board and I think of the battles that we went into. The ones that we won, the ones where we got our teeth kicked in. But continually, there was a dedication and a belief that we were doing the right thing. We never wavered from that belief. I'm going to have 3 new people to educate. I'm not going to be able to have Ed giving me lessons like his dad did when I first started in the town attorney's office back in 2000. It's been a labor of love to be with you guys. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. And let's go forward and chart a new course for everybody. And Bill, thank you for your help over the years as well. Thanks.
Okay, Willie Caldwell.
Will Caldwell, President, Southampton Baymen's Association. I just want to thank you guys so much for everything we've been through over the years. It's been a lot of effort. I know a lot of user conflicts and a lot of things in MECOX we worked on, just that last razor clam thing and this current. I think you guys just finished up with the new licensing and what requirements are with that. Just amazing things we've just recently done, and throughout the years it's been incredible to work with you guys. And very sad to see you go, but I'm also happy you guys get to start a new chapter, do something hopefully is even more creative. And I'd like to say congratulations to Matt and Joe on your reelection. Congratulations to the new trustees, and I wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for everything.
Thanks, Willie.
My name's Timothy Froelich. I want to take my hat off and thank you for your service.
and all the dedication and all the things for preserving everything in the town that was historical. And I hope the new people are going to be as committed to the preservation of the things that we do to make a living in the town, because these people were well versed in it. And when you, I don't know how to say this without being disrespectful, but when I'm not even gonna go down that road. I just wanna say thanks to you guys, and I appreciate all your service and your dedication to everybody. I just wanted to come and
Thank you.
put a face to the people who you're gonna see. There's only so many of us, and you're looking at a few when there's a lot who vote. But what you do affects me and everybody else like me greatly. I'll be the one that's most affected by the decisions that are made in this room. Thank you.
Well, we're on a roll here. Is there anybody else that wants to speak? Come on up, you can speak.
My name is Larissa Potapchuk, and I'm speaking for all of the members of the Little Fresh Pond Association and for many members from the North Sea community area. We are very grateful and thankful for the efforts that you have provided us, Scott, Ed, and Chip. We're very sorry that you're leaving the knowledge that you've acquired over the combined decades you've been here, the connections you've made at the county level, the state level, and even at the EP level, is almost impossible to recreate and to have in the next possibly 5 or 10 years. We hope that you might consider running again in the future. I'm a liberal Democrat, but I believe this position should not be associated with any party. And I also think that we need to change the frequency of the reelection, not all 5 of you up at one time. Possibly, let's think about 1, 2, or 3, the most, in each election to ensure that there's turnover of knowledge and longevity with the content of what you've done so far. Thank you so much. I'm sorry we could not have done more to keep your knowledge here, but hopefully everything will be okay. Please consider running again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have anything to say at this point in time? I think the supervisor.
It's a sad day, but happy for all of you, but I can't believe it. Anyway, I just want you to know that I know what a crucial role you all play in protecting our most valuable resource, our waters, and that you've been at the forefront of ensuring the pristine quality of our waterways, and it's a responsibility that's grown more critical over time. I'm proud to say how well we worked together, especially in getting that tax line issue resolved, and it was an historic agreement, and we have it on the board over there on the wall. And it not only reinforces the town's commitment to our waters, but also provides the trustees with the ability to independently manage their own budget going forward. And it's a testament, I feel, to the collaboration and the shared vision that we hold for the future of the town. I want to thank you, the outgoing members, for your years of dedication and service, and welcome to our new trustees, and looking forward to continuing to work with Matt and Joe. Thank you.
Anybody else? I think Ed wants to say something.
Looking at this audience today, the newly elected's going to take over our position up here. Everybody says it's so sad because we're leaving. I look at it different. I look at it 20 years how many years? 14 years?
And 16 years in
Yeah.
the building.
Chip, a couple years, and the rest of us. What we've done in the time I've been on this board and set this vessel so that it's not going to sink or have issues, we resolved financial problems where they wanted to take away our tax book. We resolved getting our tax line, which gives us financial independence. I look at it as a moment in history where we've set this board up so well that by us leaving, this new board is going to come on and be able to do even better and greater things. And I truly wish them all the best of the luck in the future, because it's not about the individual board members who have sat in these seats over the years. It's about the institution that is the Southampton Town Trustees. My father was here for 26 years. I've been here for almost 20. So I want this board to succeed in every way possible. And I promise I will help anybody that needs my help, because I do have a little bit of knowledge, being that I've only worked a little bit. But anyhow, I want to thank everybody for coming here today. And it's a moment in time, but I think it's going to be a positive thing moving towards the future.
I got something I got to say, if you don't mind, unless you have something you want.
Well, go ahead, Scott.
I just, Eddie Warner, I mean, I couldn't have worked with a better partner for all these years. Eddie
Scott.
Warner. My first job working for this town was for the trustees with his father as a Bay Constable part-time, way back in the day. And being from this area for so long, and Hampton Bays, we all went to Hampton Bays School together, right? Graduating from Southampton College and going to the Suffolk County Police Academy for the town, where I met my wife and started my life moving forward. I never forgot where I came from, no matter where, no matter how successful I got in business. I always came back to take care of people in the community, serving as long as I have and still do with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Long Island. I care about people. I care about the environment. I care about this community. And I have a long track record of building things or rebuilding things. I call it a mission. And for me, the last 12 years, mission of the trustees was dealing with what I always believed to be, and you've always heard me say on the campaign trail, of this misunderstood board, maintaining our framework, getting the trustees on sound financial grounds so that they could do the good work they did in protecting public access and all the resources in the environment. And that's why, for me, the battle was always about getting us to be the district in the tax line. And no matter how many times I got thrown down the stairs, I kept coming back to get that done. And thankfully, we had a terrific collaboration with the town board, Supervisor Moore and Councilman Pell, who was Trustee Pell, and we got it done. And I really think that that's correct. It does set the trustees at a completely different level now, where you have that stability and the taxpayer has that transparency and there is an accountability. And yes, we battled lawsuits to take away our lands. We battled lawsuits to take away our money. And we recently resolved a battle to take away historic public access for people in the community, all the salt of our community, the nurses, the volunteer firefighters, the law enforcement and first responders, right? We won that battle. And it is, a heartfelt goodbye for me to everybody. But I feel like my mission is complete here. Anybody that knows me well knows the most important title I have is Pop. I'm going to be 62. I'm a grandfather now. And I love spending time with my grandson. And with a long track record of mentoring children, it's always not just been about me. It's been about the next generation. And the legacy that I leave behind working with this board is the foundation that the next generation is going to build on. And it's always been my mission. Councilman Pell alluded to the fact that I'm being put on the county's working waterfront committee because, look, you want to preserve the working waterfront, and all these people that are sitting here, all the heritage and all the tradition of what it is that they do and what they need to support their ability to be successful is so imperative, just like the farmers are here, right? So perhaps there's another mission for me. And again, I'm here as a resource, always to help out. That's always been how I operate. I try and help everybody. I try and be everybody's uncle. But anyway, I want to say thank you for the time. Thank you to all the taxpayers. Thank you to all the supporters for the years. Thank you to all of the staff that we have here, all the different departments of the town. Thank you to all of the synergies that were built at the county level, at the state level, at the federal government level that made it much easier to deal with very, very difficult situations. And for the new trustees, it's like, now it's going to be your mission. And I can tell you right now, 2 cell phones that are going to ring nonstop, and as many challenges and as many battles and issues we've resolved, there's going to be that many and much more in the future. And you always have to be thinking about that next generation. And always remember that the windshield's a lot bigger than the rearview mirror, and there's a reason for that. We're going to go forward, okay? So, and you know what? Let's look on the bright side, folks, to all the staff that have done a fabulous job. With me not being here in this seat, your minutes are going to be a lot quicker to type up. Heartfelt goodbye.
I'm going to be really brief, just because I think everything that needs to be said has been said already. But I just want to thank Scott and Ed. It's really been a pleasure to work with both of them. I had the convenience of coming onto the trustee boards with a lot of prior knowledge of what the trustees were all about, both environmentally and then also with, old town code and law that goes back to the 1600s. And there's a blessing that we've had. I've traveled all over the world in seaside towns, and this town has probably the best and most access of any other township in the whole entire world. And it's all because we wanted to procure seaweed off the beach and get the resources that were in our waters. And I believe this board's really had the foresight to make sure that there's a system of checks and balances whereby a corrupt town board could not overthrow the trustee board. And I think we all have to put that in the context that this board was the one that brought that across the finish line with a lot of work from prior trustees and councilmen. So I want to thank Ed and Scott and Joe Lombardo. It's been a pleasure to kind of increase my institutional knowledge of what the trustees are all about. And, there's a lot to be said for experience, but there's a lot to be said for new exuberance. And I think, as Ed alluded to, we've kind of crafted the next stage of the trustees whereby I think they can take on big projects in a lot smoother fashion and not be worried about being stabbed in the back along the way. So I think I wish you guys the best of luck. And as Ed and Scott have said, we are here for the phone calls when things get a little bit dicey. So thank you very much.
That being said, I think we're going to get down to business as usual here, right? Let's get her done, as they say. There'll be a organizational meeting on Monday, January 5th, 10 o'clock, followed by a work session on the 26th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. and a regular session January 26th, 2025.
Should just get this somebody on Zoom.
I could give that public portion, I guess. There's been some communications. I'll dispense with the reading of that.
Second.
Seconded by trustee Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You can look at that in your boxes. Public portion, take care now. Is there anybody on Zoom that would like to speak? Public portion? Raise your hand.
No one on Zoom.
Perfect. Okay, so I'll make a motion to close public portion. Seconded. All in favor? Aye. Let's go to the permits that require resolution. The first one, 2025-345, Deborah Jufrey, 19 Old Point Road, tax map 902-5-1-9. I recommend its approval.
Second.
Seconded. Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2025-346, first renewal, Joseph Renee Spano, tax map 900-360-1-13.2. Recommend its approval.
Second.
Seconded. Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2025-347, application for Sandy Beach 18 LLC, 18 Sandringham Lane, Shinnecock Hills, Suffolk County Tax Map 900-271-1-48.4, body of water, Shinnecock Bay. We worked on this at work session. It meets all the approvals. I need a second.
Second. All in favor?
All in favor? Aye. Trustee Resolution 2025-348, application for 6 TP Street LLC, 6 TP Street, Hampton Bays, Suffolk County Tax Map 900-230-1-32.2, body of water, Shinnecock Bay. We worked on this at work session. It meets all of our criteria, so I recommend its approval. I need a second.
I'll second that.
Seconded, trustee Parsons, all in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2025-349, first renewal application for Richard Peters, 30 Canoe Place Road, Hampton Bays, Suffolk County Tax Map 900-266-4-4, body of water, Shinnecock Bay. This is a renewal we have previously approved. I recommend its approval. I need a second.
I'll second that.
Seconded, trustee Parsons, all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 325, this is an application of Richard B. Nyer at 350 Fowler Street, Southampton, Suffolk County Tax Map 900-178-1-20.4. Can I have a second?
Second on that.
Second, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
351 and 25, this is application of Fowler Surf LLC, 330 Fowler Street, Southampton, New York, 900-178-1-20.2. Can I have a second on that?
Second on that.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 352, 25, this is application of Frank P. Lorenzo, 21 Surf Bend Road, Tuckahoe, New York. That's at 900-117-1.6.1 by water, Cold Spring. Can I have a second?
Second.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 353 of 25, this is first renewal application for 101 Big Crash, Big Crash Road, North Sea, tax number 900-94-1-35. Can I have a second?
Second on that.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
354, first renewal application for 94 Boylston Road, Southampton, 904-12-1-19. Can I have a second?
Second.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so I have trustee resolution 2025-355, application of Michael Kavanaugh at 28 Halsey Avenue, Village of West Hampton Beach, Suffolk County Tax Map 905-9-2-14 on the Oneck Canal. Can I get a second for this, please?
Second.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
I have trustee resolution 2025-356, second renewal application of RRRCB Inc. at 42 Dock Road, Remsenburg, New York. Tax map 900-366-1-3 on Seatuck Creek. Could I get a second on this, please?
Second, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I got trustee resolution 2025-357, assigned disposition of records memo for the Department of Records Management.
Second on that.
Seconded, trustee Warner, all in favor?
Trustee Resolution 2025-358, authorized purchase for an IX5 AF mail system. Need a second on that.
I'll second that.
Seconded, trustee Parsons, all in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2025-359, resolution naming the beach driving access west of Sabonic Island Road, Thomas Rinsky Beach.
Second.
Seconded, trustee McLaughlin, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, trustee resolution 2025-360, it's amendment to trustee 342. It's to fix a scheduling conflict as noted in the list for October. Recommend its approval.
Second.
Seconded trustee Warner, all in favor? Aye. Trustee Resolution 2025-361. Transfer, these are approval for transfers, additions, and removals for duck hunting permits, number 273, number 45, 207, 215, 216, and 212.
Second.
Seconded trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we got trustee resolution 2025-362. Authorize the president to sign a contract, no-cost contract extension with L.K. McLean Associates Engineering, provide professional services for the Lake Agawam parking lot improvements.
Second.
Seconded trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye. Trustee Resolution 2025-363, notice of public hearing to amend the rules and regulations and management of products of the waters Blue Book, considering amending the management and products of the waters of the town of Southampton, Article 2, 17A, to spawner sanctuaries. There will be a public hearing held on Monday, February 9th, 2026 at 1 p.m. for anybody that is interested in giving comment. Need a second on that?
I'll second that.
Seconded trustee Parsons, all in favor?
Aye. Trustee Resolution 2025-364, warrant number 21, 2025, for the sum of $517,657.97.
God for tax lines.
Check register reads as Coronel Cooperative, $35,000. Ellen Financial Services, $1693.19. Inner Science, $922.50. Lopers Equipment, $4,440.91. James Olivo, $2,500. Otis Ford Inc., $52,934. Cork Sinclair Fuel, $118.64. Riverhead Building Supplies, $63. Spellman's Marine, $587. Toshiba Business Solutions, $400.07. The Town of Southampton, $413,232. And W.B. Mason for $477.66 for a total of $517,657.97. I recommend its approval. I need a second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. There's the next generation right there. That's why we're here.
Mr. President, I want to say,
Can I?
Absolutely. Hi.
Sorry.
Louise?
Hi. No leave. No leave.
Far?
Stay. No reason for apology. It's beautiful. Thank you.
This is my granddaughter, Eloise. She came to say hello today, right?
Hi.
Granddaughter's last day of trustee.
First day of regular family life.
So I asked Scott, I like to, first, I really forgot to thank my staff in the office, who I have a wonderful staff, were very knowledgeable, very helpful. The marine maintenance crew, I want to thank them for all their hard work, whether it's a sunny day or a windy day or a cold day. I want to thank Al Tazul and Richie Franks and Donnie Downs and the Bay Constables for working very closely with us on enforcement and our rules and regulations. And I also want to thank past trustee Pell and Councilman Pell for supporting our board in the past and in the future. We did accomplish a lot of things on this board, and if, like Scott and I were to talk about it, we would be here until tomorrow. So I just want to thank everybody in the public for supporting us, and looking forward to the next part of my life with my little granddaughter here, Eloise.
I agree.
Thank you.
God bless. Thank you. It's true, I kind of feel like I spent more time in the last 12 years protecting resources than I did enjoying them. So I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to that, too.
Before you hammer down, I just want to say, it's been a pleasure working with both of you over the last couple of years. Scott, I just want to say, I first met you when I was having lunch at Le Chef, dinner at Le Chef. You came up to me. I was a newly elected village trustee at the time, and you came up to me and said, anything you need, always give calls, and that really goes to your integrity and who you are as a person. So I want to thank you for all your hard work for this board and for this town. It really, for me, it's priceless, and I want to thank you for your time, and Eddie, for your knowledge. It was a pleasure to sit next to you for the last 2 years.
Thank you, Joe.
I'd also I'd like to say real quick, we have a saying in science that we stand on the shoulders of giants. We add our little bit, but it's the people that came before us that really have put us in the position that we're in. And looking over at you three gentlemen and Bill in the audience, you guys are giants, and you have set the bar so high. And, I think that our goal is going to be to make you guys proud and to carry on the legacy that you guys have established for us. So I want to thank all of you, and I want to thank all the previous trustees who have done so much to put us in this position that we're in. I don't think the trustees have ever been in 340 years in a more favorable position, and that's because of the hard work that was done by those who came before us. And so we're going to honor you.
It's true. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Yes, Chip, all you did too, all your knowledge you brought onto the board, even this brief tenure, you deserve a lot of credit as well. So, the cuts and everything else, as was said before.
This was a very productive
It was a
board.
good board.
This, having Chip, especially now that I have a hurt right arm, but having you at my right arm, I never worry about me, Cox. We all work great together. Matt, great job. Joe, I'm impressed that you remember that day back at Le Chef. I kind of would like to get some of the chicken he had there was delicious, or some lobster compose or something. Shout out to Frank at Le Chef. That was great from back in the day,
Yes,
right?
years ago.
And I couldn't have a better working partner, so complimentary. Myself and Ed Warner just nonstop on the phone, and I'm gonna give you the bad arm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
was a great journey.
Now we gotta make the final motion.
Yeah, so who wants to get the,
I'll make the final motion.
Go ahead.
I'll make a motion to close
Where's
this
the
meeting.
gavel? Yeah.
I got the gavel.
Hammer down together, hammer down. You should-
I'm gonna use the right arm this time.
Hammer down together.
I'll second.
Hammer
Thank
down
you.
together.
Second it, are we all in favor? You wanna help me with this?
Aye.
Come on, let's all do it. Grab your hand.
Ready?
Ready?
1, 2,
Three.
3.
Done.